Buongiorno once again from Italy. We have travelled once again. We've gone up to the northeast near the French border to a place called Pila. We're bike parking again today, so looking forward to that. And we've hired a bike yet again. And one of the concerns with mountain biking and hiring a bike is you get a piece of old junker, but today is not the case. We've got this Santa Cruz Hightower 150 travel, 29-inch beast. Looks hardly used, so pretty happy with that. So let's go and check that out in Pila Bike Park. Thank you. Made to the top of the chairlift. It's a really long run up, that one. Amazingly long run. You go on a gondola and then change onto a chairlift when you get to the top. But starting on a blue trail, just get a feel of the bike and the conditions. It's rained a lot overnight, but I'm hoping that means it's tacky rather than slippery, because it's been quite dusty lately, so it looks like it's died the dust down. A few puddles. It was lovely and cool up here. It's been really hot the last few weeks, but I think the heat wave's now finished and the weather's supposed to be a bit more unsettled. I even brought my raincoat today. You're pleased to know that, so hopefully that means it won't rain. Nice flowy way to start the morning. What do we think we get? A bit of air. Takes a little while to get the feel of a new bike. This one's quite long. You know, everyone's got the reach is slightly different. Geometry is slightly different. I'm getting the feel for the, I must admit, so far I've only ridden 29ers, and I quite like them. I really do. I think they got quite a stable feel to them, especially on the Nari stuff. They one either way. How do you choose? Send it. Whoa! Sure, a big fan of the squeak. At least you'll know when I'm braking. Alright, that didn't take long. We're pretty much back at the bike park. The bike park's sort of made up of two parts where it's got a bike park at the top, but you can do the really long traverse all the way back to the bottom of the gondola, which we'll do later. Well, that's run number one out the way. It's always nice to get that one under your belt. Santa Cruz seems to be going pretty well, other than its brakes seem to be squealing. The chairlift's quite a cool little setup. The bike just hangs on directly behind you. You put it on yourself and you take it off yourself, so it saves having you know, people to lift bikes on and off at each end. So that's quite cool. Anyway, we'll see you at the top for run number two. Okay, so we swapped to the other side of the chairlift. This is number 4, I think. It's 2.7 kilometers, I think, back to the lift. So that's a reasonable run. I'm not going through that lake. We'll go around it, eh? Yeah. Trying to avoid the squealing front brake. Trying to avoid the water, that might work. So here's an interesting fact you may not know about Santa Cruz. The person who actually chooses the colours is actually legally colourblind. But it's actually the daughter, I think, of the CEO. So no one's brave enough to tell her that her colour choices are a bit out there. So for all these years, if you ever wonder why Santa Cruz makes such crazy ugly colours, that's the reason why. Now, I've probably offended some people there because some of them like the colours. But drop, do you think how big a drop? Do you think, oh, not really a drop. Jump, how big a jump? Not really that big. Oh, I'll hit this one, eh? Oh, that's nice. Might hit that faster next time. Saying that, Santa Cruz do make good bikes. I'll give them that. I don't want to say that so the old Dad's Army crew will hear, because nearly all of them ride Santa Cruz these days. They seem obsessed with them, which is one reason I won't get one, because I always like to be a little bit different. But they're still, I think, pretty good bikes. It's interesting how things have changed. I remember the first time we went to Whistler in 2011, everyone looked at us, we were crazy because we weren't on full-on downhill bikes. And these days, it's quite normal to be an enduro bike. And in fact, every person I've seen so far riding here is riding an enduro bike. I haven't seen anyone on a downhill bike yet. So I guess it just shows how capable these things have become. What do you think? Hit it? Too bad. Should we hit it? What do you think? Yeah. Oh, you're probably supposed to get to the corner or something. Jump, hit it. Yeah. Drop. What do you think of drop, man? This is, it's funny, they say a drop and then it's just the easiest roll you've ever seen. Maybe a drop at speed. I think we're actually quite early in the season here, so I think there's not too many braking bumps just yet. The snow actually melts quite late, so they've really only been open, I think, a matter of weeks really. Well, I said my crazy wife was going to hire a road bike and actually ride up here, done 1,200 meters of elevation to get here, but she's turned up on a little road bike and we've had second lunch in the restaurant. And but anyway, I'm going to do some bike park and she's going to ride back down. All right, back into it after lunch, well, second lunch. Met the wife. It was quite a bit of stroke of luck to bump into her. All right, 5 and 6 black. Let's see what we're getting ourselves into. All right, take your pick. Number 5 first. What do you think? Really steep. Oh, I got some interesting features here. Alright. It. That's quite cool. A bit different. Where are we coming in? I don't know whether it's a good line I've chosen here. So anyway. Down. Look at that. Big old wheels. And we're down. Woo! Sorted. Alright, so we did number 5, so I guess it only makes sense that we check out number 6. Deeper, eh? I'm always sort of hesitant when you check these out for the first time. And the wall right. Oh, we're getting down. Looks like this is where we join the rest of the track. Alright, so that's number 6. Did that okay. Those are the two more the techie stuff in the park. Well, the weather's definitely changing. Cracks of thunder, the clouds are rolling in. Still quite sunny over here, but looking pretty ominous out there. Hopefully we can do the day and get home before it buckets down. Right, let's hit up this squealy brake section. World Cup downhill track. Alright, we stopped and looked at this section this morning and it looked a bit sketchy. We'll just take it nice and slow. I think. Alright, we're down. It wasn't pretty, but we're down. Line, I think. Not the fast line. Oh, I've got a funny feeling. Okay, so you come to this section and it says the chicken line, and you think, man, that's actually fairly gnarly for a chicken line. So what's the normal line look like? Well, this is the normal line. I guess you come down here and drop down there. So let's say I'm going to do the chicken line anyway. All right, for a chicken line, still makes me slightly nervous. All right. That's actually oh yeah, it's fairly rowdy though. I'm not actually sure. Anyway, we're down, but we probably won't do that again. All right, still fairly chunky stuff. Take a line. Oh, there's all sorts of lines here. This is one of these. Way through here. Yeah, just let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Whoa, lines for Africa. I'm getting confused, there's so many ways to take it. Oh. Oh. Need to get old Cathro vision in here to show me how to get down here. Pick the right line. Alright, not sure what line I want, but whoop. What happened here? Just a different line. Oh, I got a mattress. Oh, we've got mattresses everywhere. Not sure whether the mattresses make me feel more comfortable or more nervous. Amazing how these trails have dried out from this morning. They're just near on perfect. Alright, so I've been riding the Santa Cruz Hightower 29-inch 150 travel carbon framed mountain bike all day. I really like it. It's a very capable bike. I think it's the sort of bike that could do anything. You could go hill climbing in it and still take it bike parking and downhill tracks and jump tracks. So yeah, very, you know, if you had to have one bike, this is a bike that would do it all. So I do think it's interesting that I've taken several other bikes so far, the Nuke-Proof Mega and the Scott Ransom, both very similar bikes, both all 29ers, and in all honesty they were all very capable bikes. So if you don't have Santa Cruz money, you could go just as fast. I mean, Sam Hill rides the nuke-proof Mega and no one's calling him slow, so but if you like the Santa Cruz brand, you like the look of them, and you don't mind the horrible colours, then yeah, it's a good bike. Great bike park. This one, quite a mixture of flow trails, sort of downhill racetracks, and some techie stuff. Not much in the way of jumps actually, but in fact most of them are hucks to flats. There's not really any sort of, you know, you got track jumps like that, which not your sort of Whistler style jumps. I think the thing that I really like about this bike park though is that huge long 8k run back down to the village. You don't have to get in your car and drive to the bike park. You literally just leave your house and get on the lift. Well, that's been a great day here in Pila Bike Park. I think I've managed to ride pretty much all the trails in the bike park, and so far managed to start right, so I'm pretty happy with that. If you've enjoyed the videos, don't forget to subscribe, maybe even a like or a comment. Love to hear what you guys think about it all. Yeah, should have some exciting rides coming up, so we'll see you then.